Good morning, people. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are we doing today? All right, welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And good morning and welcome. I'm a little late, but we can still get this done. All right, let's do this sound check real quick. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, please let me know you can hear me. And so we can go ahead and just fire on quickly this morning. Hola, Mama. How are you? Crown Suji. Good morning. Good morning, Crown Suji. All right, you can hear me. Thank you very much. Good morning, Crowns. Okay. I think I can hear myself too. So good morning. Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much. If you're coming on Facebook, thank you. Coming on YouTube, thank you very much. Instagram, thank you very much. And thanks for the update. All right, let's go ahead and just deal with this real quick. I'm going to start from this point anyway, so I don't think it's going to be strange to you. Prestige, what's up? All right, thank you very much, Chizo. Thank you. Fiade Adebola, thank you very much, Dr. Olugbemga. Thank you very much for the feedback. All right, let's start like this. Now, this coming Sunday, I'm going to be teaching on the importance of the church. Why do we really go to church? I want to do this before I jump on the real topic for the day. Why do we really go to church? Or probably why do you go to the mosque? I always tell people this. Is all this your spirituality and serving God and everything should be done outside of the building of the church. We don't go to church to worship God. We don't go to church to worship God or to serve God. This is a kind of something that we do every day. Serving God, preaching God, all of this stuff. They are things we do every day that we should do every day. You're supposed to have your own family altar, a place where you pray with your family, a place where you worship God, a place where you do all that. Okay? Give you these red glasses. Come and take it down. A place where we worship God and serve God. When you go to work on Monday, let them see God in you. When you go to work on Tuesday, let them see Jesus in your life. That's what you do every day. You go in the darkness to shine your light in the darkness. And that's what will actually qualify you to be a Christian. Indeed, not in words. It's not like I'm a Christian. You just tell everybody I'm a Christian, but your attitude, your character, the words coming out of your mouth is not even related or connected to anything that has to do with God. So it's every day we serve God, every day we worship God. So when we go to church, the Bible instructed us not to abandon the fellowship of the brethren. The fellowship of the brethren. That's what the Bible asks us to do. So when you go to church, you are fellowshipping, not with God directly right now. You're fellowshipping with the brethren. You're fellowshipping with the people. All right, the people of God. You are fellowshipping with them. And don't forget, the Bible says, if you have done it to this person, you have done it unto me. The reason for the church gathering is to help each other to stand. The reason for this gathering is to help people to stand, is to support each other. When one Christian, when they fall, our responsibility as Christians is to cover them, help them to get back on their feet. If one of the church members is lacking, we rally around them and make them to stand again. When one of them is depressed, you actually join hands together to put that joy and laughter in the face of that person. When one is hungry, you help to feed that person. So we are supposed to come together to help one another. And that's what the Bible says. It said, even among them, it's impossible for you to point out which one is rich and which one is poor, because they were doing things together. So the church gathering is not just to worship God like we think it is. It's a time to fellowship with the brethren. The time to fellowship with the brethren. You should pray every day. Your prayer time is not supposed to be a Sunday morning prayer. It's supposed to be every day. And in those days in the synagogue, they always leave the doors of the synagogue open. They leave the doors of the synagogues open, even though that's not Christianity. They leave the doors of the synagogue open. Busola Adeni, how you doing, Mama? They leave it open for those who would love to come into that building, the synagogue, to pray. But this time not to fellowship, but this time is for them to have a sanctuary to pray. People that are passing by, they feel like, okay, it's the hour of prayer for them. They want to pray. People that are traveling, they've been traveling and they're tired. They just want to come into the synagogue to rest a little bit and eat. All right. The door of the synagogue is always open to people who are willing to do so. All right. So you see, when we are doing Christianity the way we are doing it, actually, and this is why things are not working. It's not going to work if we do it the way we do it. We have converted people to Sunday Christians. The Sunday Christians that, you have to wait until Sunday to pray. You have to wait until Sunday to worship. You have to wait until Sunday to shine your light. And you're not even shining your light outside this time. You're only shining your light within the four walls of a church. And that is not Christianity. That's not the definition of the Christianity Jesus gave to us in the book of Matthew. He said, go ye therefore. Go ye therefore. That means you have to be moving. It's not just a gathering, staying here. You have to be moving and moving and moving and moving as you shine your light all around the place, making sure that people are actually yet to hear about the word of God, about the word of Jesus. They are able to hear it. You don't deprive them of that opportunity to hear about him. And that's why the Bible says that the end will not come until every man, every soul will hear that name of Jesus, will hear the message of the cross. The end will not come. But what we do in our own society is that we get dressed up on Sunday mornings. We get dressed up on Sunday mornings and we go and do more of fashion parade. I'm going to go and intimidate people. I want to go to church to make sure I just bought a new shoes and clothes. I'm going to make sure that they see and perceive my perfume. I want to make sure that they know that I'm rich right now. So we go to do more of display. More of display in the church. That's what we do. We go there, we gather around, we know the ones that are rich, they're different. The ones that are struggling, they are different. And we are not doing anything about the ones that are struggling because we feel it's not our job. But actually, as a Christian, it's your job. You're supposed to be your brother's keeper. You're supposed to understand that we work together. It's a chain that we link up together. The church is a place of support. It's a support system for everybody. If somebody is starting a business, it's our business. Somebody's baking. That's our business. We have to patronize this person. All right. And that's what you see in the Jewish community. They patronize each other. And that's how they get to the top. We will get to the top if we stop just doing all this fashion parade on Sunday mornings. We will get to the top if we are able to just throw away all of this holier than thou attitude that we have. We're going to get to the top. Our country is going to do well. Our society is going to do well if we see Christianity the way it should be. All right? If you see it the way it should be, it's going to be a wonderful experience. It's going to be a wonderful experience for us if we could do that. But you see, what we do is that somebody is baking in your church. You don't want that person to make money. And you say we are Christians, but you don't want that person to make money, so you rather go and give the contract to somebody outside. The Jewish people can do that. If the Jewish people, if they have a tailor in their community, that's the only tailor that is going to sew their clothes. They're not going to give it to the black people. They're not going to give it to the white people. They're not going to give it to the Chinese. They always want to give it to themselves. All right. And then coming together to be a church means that you yourself, you have been regenerated. You yourself, you've had an encounter with the Lord, that you are not coming in there to destroy other people. All right. So that's what it is. If somebody is actually broke at the church, in our own community, we start making fun and making jest of that person. If somebody should get divorced right now, instead of we just coming together and just stand by that person, say divorce or no divorce, husband or no man, or husband or no husband, you are still a part of us. All right. Whatever happens to you is happening to us. Whatever you're going through, we're going through it together. All right. That's fellowshipping with each other. That's what the church is supposed to be, a support system. But instead of we doing that, we just want to go to church and know who is holier, who is more holier than the other person, who is the one that could speak the designer's tongue. All right, who is the person that sees revelation? Who is the person that could sing the most? Who is the person that is well dressed? We want to go and see the couples that are sitting next to each other. We want to see one of the fine, most beautiful ushers in church. They get dressed up in a way that everybody will get intimidated and all kinds of, and that's what we go to display. And that's not Christianity. No, that's not the Christianity that Jesus Christ gave to us. So we need to watch it. Just want to throw that out there. I'm going to be preaching on that tomorrow. On Sunday at the church. I want to use this opportunity. I want to invite you. For real. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I want to invite you. If you have the opportunity, you're based in Houston. Okay? I'm using this opportunity to invite you. Our own church is not like every other church. Our church is not like every other church. Our church is a church for the people. All right? We don't preach. I don't go to church to preach now. In our church, we do more of instructing people, discussion time, how to make your life better, what are the challenges you're facing, and we discuss this whole stuff. We have a stage with people sitting on the stage and they're talking to people. So I use this opportunity to invite you. Try something different. If you have not been going to church, this is the opportunity for you to come. And then you see a different stuff right here. Because it's not that the other ones that where they see revelation on you and then they start doing one kind of stuff or whatever. No. That's not what we do. We do Christianity. We stand by each other. When somebody doesn't have a job, we look for jobs. When somebody's sad, we rally around the person and stuff like that. All right? Where is your church located in Houston? Are you in Houston, Boss Bado? Are you in Houston? Try something different. All right, enough of all of these praying all the time. Okay, there are certain things you do after prayer. There are certain things you do before you pray. And those are the things that we are doing. I'm so happy. I'm so very happy. I'm so blessed that, I found people with my kind of mindset. Okay, boss, please message me after message me after the teaching. I will send it to you. Okay, you are in Houston also. Chisholm. If you're in Houston, message me. All right. Send a message to my WhatsApp, Chisholm. All right. To my WhatsApp. And then I'll respond to you. I'll send you the address of the church. And you can stop by. All right. It's a small church. But we are family. It's a small church. We are family. It's a small church. We're family. Try something different. Try something new. When you come to our church, don't be expecting holy stuff. No. Regular people. All right. People who are not afraid to tell you that they have sinned. People who are ready to tell you that I'm not perfect. Those are the people you see there. And even me, you will not believe what you're going to see. You might see that I'm the one that's going to welcome you to church by the door. You might see me on the keyboard. You might see me on the drums. You might see me here or there. All right. We don't carry ourselves like some other people do. I'm not blaming them, but I just feel like you need to try something new, something that will educate you. And you as a person, you are not meant to sit in church. You're meant to walk. And the walking part of it is what I've already designed. Everybody will have the opportunity of grabbing the microphone, asking your questions. And people will have opportunity of coming to the stage and then dealing with real life stories and issues of life. All right, I just got divorced. I don't know the way forward. How do I navigate this? And then you have three people who are expert, and they're going to talk about it, and you have the opportunity of asking questions. And then on your way going home, even you yourself, you will feel it in your body that I've gone to church, I've gained something today. You know, Bible reading is not something you do every time in church. You should be the Bible. Study to show yourself approved. Study. You have to be studying like every time, every day. It's something you do by yourself. You don't have to wait until Sunday for us to quote 7 scriptures or 20 scriptures and 30 scriptures and you're writing. It's not about you writing. It's about you living. You know, it's about you living. All right. Somebody's asking for me to drop number. I'm gonna put a number out there right now for those who will love the number. You can send me a WhatsApp message and I'll respond to it. You're gonna see the number at the bottom of the screen. It's at the bottom of the screen on Facebook and YouTube. And you can send me a WhatsApp message right there. You live in Houston, you want to try something new. This is the opportunity for you to do so, because for me, I believe more in people. I believe more in your progress. I believe in you learning the right things. It's not like I want to convert you to a pastor. I'm teaching you what happened in the book of Genesis. I don't want you to be a pastor. I'm telling you what happened between angel Gabriel and the devil. Or maybe I'm telling you who killed Moses and who did not kill Moses. That's not your problem. That's not what you want. That's not what you're created to come and know here. All right, unless you want to become a pastor, you can actually go to Bible school and they can teach you all of that stuff. What you need within the church is for you to get blessed based on we creating solution to your problems. How to live a good life, how to live with your husband, how to live with your wife, how to respect people, how to love others. Okay, the challenges of your life, let's deal with them. All right, are you shy? Do you have inferiority complex? How do you deal with this whole stuff? That's what we come, because this church on Sunday morning is about fellowshipping together. You see, he said, do not abandon the fellowship of the brethren. What we go there to do is to give support to each other, is to go and look for solution to problem of people. It's not a Sunday morning we have to be rolling on the ground. It's not a Sunday morning we have to be doing deliverance and rolling everywhere. It's not a Sunday morning we have to be killing the devil and all kinds of stuff. We kill the devil whenever. We kill the devil at our house. We kill it on the way going to work. We kill the devil whenever you come to into your sanctuary. When you now come on Sunday morning to fellowship with the brethren, it's a time to break bread. It's a time to discuss. It's a time to meet new people. Meet people, have relationship with people. You see, what Christianity is about developing relationship with others. The meaning of Christianity is developing relationship with others. The Bible says, and Jesus said to them, how many commandments do we have? He said 2. He said, love your fellow brothers and then love God. It's so simple. How do I love him if I don't know him? How do I love him if I don't fellowship with him? So when you fellowship with him, you get to know more about them. All right. So I have something I do at the church. I call it the hot seat. The hot seat is about we bringing somebody, and then everybody will start asking questions about who are you? What do you do? Where are you from? All right. And all kinds of stuff like that. And at the end of the day, if I call you tomorrow, you will be able to tell me about your brother who doesn't live in your house, who is not your blood related brother, but you know him at the church because he's your covenant brother. That's a brother within the church. And you know that person, you know what they do. If somebody's looking for a carpenter, you know exactly who to call. If somebody's looking for a painter, you know exactly who to call. If somebody's looking for a doctor, you know exactly who to call. So everybody in the church, we know each other. We know one another, we know what they do, and all kinds of stuff. So that's part of you getting to know people, so you will be able to know how to support their business, you know how to support their lives, and you know how to make them feel comfortable. And that's the definition of a church. It's not a babalawo kind of place where we do all of this drama and this magic and this old stuff. It's about loving people. It's about loving God. Because when you love people, that's the only time you know how to love God. You can't love someone that you don't know. You can't love God if you don't know him. You can't love God if you don't love the people. When you love the people, that's when you love God. And it's not about donating or contributing money. It's not about that. It's about your heart. It's about your person. The money issue is just only a tiny little bit when it comes to this. All right. It's about you. It's about your welfare. All right. It's about that. I know a lot of people who are living here in the US, they don't have family here. They don't have friends here. They're just by themselves. And there's a place where you could get that support is within the church. You call people my sister. You call them my brother, even though they're not related to you. But there's a bond. There's a connection between you and them. We have made the church to be very scary these days. You don't even know who to call. You don't even know who to mingle with. And that's actually totally wrong. You see, when you come into a place that we call a hangout for Christians, we are supposed to have one mind, one heart. We're supposed to have one mind, one heart. We're supposed to be able to stand by each other without making fun of each other, backbiting and doing all kinds of stuff. If somebody offends you, you talk to the person. Let the person know you've done something wrong towards me. Bro, I don't like this. Bro, I don't like this. I say, what you don't like, you express it. That's what they call communication. You communicate with the person. That's your brother. That's your person. All right? You don't want to say, okay, I'm not coming to church again because this person stepped on my toe. So where are you going to go? Then you go again to another place, you develop friendship, and before you get to know it, you're gone again. Then you're gone again. The telephone number is on the screen at the bottom of the screen. You see it there. Then you go again. But if your brother should offend you, you call your brother and say, bro, you've done something, I don't like it. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. And stop. Then you guys continue your friendship. As a matter of fact, you see, when you step on people's toes, that's when you know them. When you offend people, that's when you know them. You know people when you do this or when you do that, and that's what gives you the opportunity to get to know those people, and you know exactly how to treat them, how to respect them, how to deal with them. And that's not the time for you to run away. People who run away, they have inferiority complex and low self-esteem. Always running. You're going to run the rest of your life. You're going to keep running the rest of your life. You won't be a stable person. An unstable person cannot receive anything from God. Go and think about it. Just letting you know that right now. Let's go and let's do away with all of this magic. Oh, I want God to give me a job now and stop. No, we have to prepare you. What do you have? Where are you going? It's a journey, and a journey is a process. All right, let's jump on the topic for today because I don't want to waste time. But on Sunday, I'm going to be teaching more about that on this Sunday by the grace of God. So if you have an opportunity of coming in, please come in. If you go to my page, you're going to see the address of the church on my page. All right, if you really want to, I've had a lot of people. I'm coming tomorrow. I'm coming next week. I've not seen them till today, but that's okay anyway because we don't do magic in our church. We don't come here to my church and be doing magic. Don't come there and be doing magic. No, we don't do that. All right, so let's get to the business of today real quick. Pastor asked my wife to wash her vagina with the soap before sleeping with me. Ridiculous. And this will always happen when we do not have the right information, the right knowledge about this Christianity that we say we are doing. All right. Pastor asked my wife to wash the vagina with a soap before sleeping with me. There is a problem in the relationship. There is a problem in the marriage. And the problem that is in the marriage is that these guys they are always fighting. They're always fighting all the time. All the time they argue, they fight. There's so many things that could contribute to this. It's possible for individual differences to cause this. All right? You guys are totally different from each other, and you're learning day by day how to treat the other person, and you're communicating day by day. This is how I want you to love me. This is how I want you to respect me. This is how I want you to serve me. And then every day you talk about it, the other person will get to know how. You see, many years ago, I found that the word that is the most searched for on Google is how. How. People search for how to cook, how to live, how to wake up, how to blend, how to wash, how to sleep, how to. That word is the most searched word on Google. How. All right? So People who are in marriage supposed to understand that how supposed to be their most used word. How do you want it? How should I refer to you? How do you want me to serve you? How do you want me to make love to you? How do you want me to do this and do this and do this? You see, by the time you use the word how means I want to know. How means I want to know. How means teach me. I don't just want to do what I've been doing. I don't want to say it the way I used to say it. I don't want to say it like I say it to my dad. I don't want to treat you the way I treated my ex-boyfriend. I don't want to treat you the way I treated my ex-wife. I don't want to treat you the same way I'm treating my sister. I don't want to treat you the way I'm treating my mother. So I need you to teach me. I need you to tell me, how do you want me to love you? How do you want me to treat you? How do you want me to respect you? How? So when you use the word how, automatically to the person that is listening on the other side, it means that, oh yeah, you're asking me to teach you how you should love me. Because I always say it all the time. Don't let people treat you the way they want to treat you. All right, or the way they want to be treated. All right, some people will say, treat me the way I'm treating you. No, I don't want to do that. That's actually not going to go well with my DNA. I want to show you how I want you to treat me. There is a certain way I want to feel. There is a target for my life. There is something that makes me happy, that makes me to feel like a human being. And I'm going to ask you, please, okay, now that you have asked me how, and this is how I want you to treat me. All right, I don't want to come home and beg for food. I want food in the freezer all the time. I don't want to come home and my house is dirty. I want my house to be clean 24/7. I don't want to beg for sex. I want sex to be given to me constantly. I don't want to beg for respect. I want to be respected in my home. And this is my definition of respect. Respect to me is not about you calling me daddy. Respect to me is not about calling me Respect to me is not that. Respect to me is when you tell me why you are angry. Respect to me is when you are not putting me in the dark. Respect to me is when you carry me along the journey of your life, like I'm going to do so myself. So you have to have a definition for everything that you're talking about, because respect to somebody may not be respect to you, or respect to you may not be respect to her. So she might think, when I kneel down, that's why I'm respecting my husband, and I could still slap him. All right, but when I kneel, I'm respecting him. So please always make sure that when they ask you how, you always make sure you express yourself and explain the definition or how you see respect, what you feel respect should be. They will get to understand it. They know your person. They know how you want things done, and they're going to do it like that. I remember I got a job, and I told the guy, I said, I know how to do this thing. He said, yeah, I'm not doubting that, but see, I understand you know how to do it. You're coming from a different company, but in this our own company, we have a different way of doing things. There's a different policy, a different procedure, and all kinds of stuff. So I need to teach you how. Oh, you guys are not getting it. You're too quiet for me here. I think I should go. You guys are not getting it. You're too quiet. You're too quiet for me. You guys are too quiet for me. Maybe because I'm not sharing revelation. If I share revelation, I say, somebody is going to die in 2027. Oh my God, I see plane crash. Maybe you guys will love me, because I don't understand you seeing plane crash and then stop it. Why will God show you plane crash when you cannot stop it? All right, so I don't spend my own time trying to prove that God is using me or I'm seeing revelation. And I spend my time explaining to people how people will live a better life and a good life. All right, that's what I teach people. So this guy told me, say, yes, I know. He said, no doubt about that. I understand that you know what you're doing. I understand that you know how to process this whole stuff. I know you know the job, but there's a policy from where you're coming from, and there's a process from where you're coming from that is different from what we do in this place. And what we do in this place, I must first of all tell you how. And then you know how, and then you'll be able to disconnect your brain from how you used to be in your former company to how you want to do it now. Everything depends on where you are, your location, the person you are with, at the time. You cannot treat me the way you treated Tokumbo. You can't treat me the way you treated Funke. You can't treat me the same way. I'm different. I'm unique in my creation, in my making. I have a different temperament. I have a different character. I have a different way of perceiving things. I have a different feeling in my body and stuff like that. So don't treat me like that. You treat me differently. So when we come into marriage, we see all of this stuff and everything happening. And then another thing is the issue of money can make us to argue. Issue of money can make us to argue. We argue day by day based on the need. We argue based on the children must go to a public school. No, they have to go to a private school and all kinds of stuff. So we argue. And then we argue about in-laws too. In-laws will come and put their own pepper in our bomb and all kinds of stuff. They just put it there and stop. And then it's difficult for us men to be able to balance our marriage, with our mother and our parents and stuff. It's difficult for us to balance it. We always believe, oh, you should know that that's my mother. Yes, I do. But hello, I'm not feeling this. It seems like you're dedicating more time to your mother than me. All right. So I think I'm supposed to be you. I'm supposed to be enjoying more. Your mother is enjoying with your father. Then I should enjoy with you. Instead of you putting your love on your mom, why don't you divert the love back to me? And then we both join together to love your mom. They don't get that part of it. They don't understand it. So there will always be issues and issues and issues. And then when mama is coming from the village or coming from Nigeria, she's only stepping into the house in her mind thinking that I'm going to my son's house. And the son will not tell the mother, no, mommy, it's not my house. It's our house. Myself and my wife. There is somebody here. Mommy, are you not seeing? Mommy, look over here. There's somebody standing here, a woman. There's a woman here, man. A woman here. Okay? That's her. So we're supposed to draw a boundary. Mommy, you don't cross this line. All right? So you explain that to your mom, but it's difficult for men to do that because they couldn't do that. All right? It's impossible for them to draw the boundary. So they allow their mom to overstep the boundary and step out of the boundary and do whatever she likes because she believed that my husband, my son, has done this woman a favor to be in his life, whereas it's not. The two of them saw each other. They both agreed to be together and marry each other, and no one of them is superior. The man is not superior to the woman is not superior to the man. So there is kind of a mutual respect that's supposed to be in between. So when the parents are coming, they should see that and tell themselves, Folusha is now grown. He's a grown-up man. I should respect him and his wife and stay clear. When I come to your house, I'm just a visitor. So I'll stay in my lane and let you guys do your marriage the way you want to do it. If you come to me, I will advise you. But if you don't need my advice, I'll keep my mouth shut. And that's what the mother-in-law is supposed to have. And this is supposed to be, the son's supposed to educate her and tell her, Mommy, see, there's a woman here, and this is the person I'm actually, this is my business right now. See, Mom, this is my family, my nuclear family, this is it right here, and stuff. And I thank God for you, Mom. I love you so much. I'm honoring you over there. So we need to look at that and stuff like that. So when there's argument all the time, every time, and then we carry the story and go to one particular pastor who doesn't know jack about life, that everything about life is always a spiritual attack. And that's why we always ask you guys, know where you go, know who is advising you, know who is the person that you're actually, talking to. Most of the time they believe everything that's happening to a person is a spiritual attack. Oh, there's an arrow coming from the village. There's an arrow this. They don't want you to stay in your husband's house. They're contesting with you. They want to take your position. They want to take this. But these are not natural stuff that must happen in relationship. The problem is just that we are not gifted to know how to resolve conflicts, and we are not willing to learn how to resolve conflict, and that's the problem that we are having in that relationship. It's not a spiritual attack. It's not the devil afflicting you. It's just the problem of two people coming from different background, different understanding, different religion, different life and stuff, coming in to live together. There will be smoke because the individual differences will contribute to the problem, the challenges that they are going to face. The most important part of the whole stuff is for the pastor to identify all of this stuff and put the two of them together and sit them down and talk to them. But in this case, it didn't happen like that. The pastor was actually called by the wife that Me and my husband, we are fighting all the time and all kinds of stuff. And you see, to be able to get money out of the pocket of a person, you have to do a kind of a magical stuff. There must be a magical stuff that must be done. There must be an anointing oil involving it. There must be a mantle involving it. There must be water involving it. There must be 3-day fasting and prayer involving it. There must be a lot of different stuff. There must be giving arm to the poor involving it. There must be giving 7 pastors money involving it and all kinds of. At the end of the day, to you, it will be like, okay, yeah, this is a spiritual operation. They're doing well. And then they get money out of you. But when you come and the stuff is so simple that it's not that difficult, that they just ask you, you guys need to deal with your individual differences. In that kind of a situation, Nigerians or Africans generally don't feel that. They always want you to go towards, it's a spiritual thing. We have to do spiritual operation. It's a spiritual issue. We have to deal with the powers and principality. It's a spiritual issue. All those. So they need it. You guys need that. And pastors, they know you. They know you so well. So when you go to them, they will now start making up all of this stuff just for them to be able to get money out of you. And then psychologically, it will start functioning in your brain that you will think that, okay, powers and principalities are afflicting you. And then they've succeeded in killing them. Hello? They didn't kill them. They can be killed. And then next week time, your husband and yourself will fight again. And when you guys fight again, then where are you going to go to? Then you run back to the same guy. He's going to do the same thing. He's still going to collect your money. And then you go, psychologically, you will still feel, oh, the devil is dead. And in 3 weeks time, you guys will fight again. Then you run back to the same place. It's more of you like walking, making salary, and taking it to dump it with that guy. And this time around, the guy now said to the woman, he said there is a problem and it's a spiritual attack. And one thing that you have to do is I'm going to make a certain soap for you. And that soap that I make for you, you're going to use it to wash your vagina. He said the moment a pastor is telling you, I'm going to make a soap for you to wash your vagina, at that point in time, the guy is crossing his boundary. The guy is stepping into a place where that's your private zone. Nobody should talk about that part with you unless your husband or your gynecologist or your therapist. Nobody should bring that up. Nobody should sit down and I'll be telling you about your vagina. In church, a pastor sitting down next to you and telling you about your vagina, you're going to rub something on your vagina and stuff. The moment you start hearing something like that, that's the time for you to go. That's the time for you to say, you know what, I'm not coming back here. There's something wrong in this place. I remember when I was in New York City, there was a woman, the son was going cuckoo, and he was going through depression. So, she called me, she had a talk with me and stuff like that and everything. And one day she now went to see a prophet because so she went to see a prophet, and the prophet now said, what's the name of the son? And he gave the name of the son, and the prophet wrote it on a piece of paper. And he said, okay, this particular name here, we're going to put that name back into your vagina, and you're going to find a man that will help you to push it in with the penis. And it's during that time you're going to pray the prayer of actually reconstruction. Reconstructed. It will now do reconstruction inside of your vagina where the kid came from. All right? Where the kid came from. All right? And I was like, whoa. I said, madam, please, I don't want you to do this. Oh. And she didn't listen to me. And then she went back there. And that went and told the prophet, I don't have a man. My husband is gone, I'm divorced, I'm the only one taking care of this, and I don't have a boyfriend, I don't have anybody, and stuff like that. And the prophet now offered to help out. Okay? That's where he was going before. That was where he was going. He was only looking for a way to stick his penis inside of your vagina. That was what he started planning before. That was his plan right from the beginning. All right? So, because you don't have a man to do it, so he did it. He did that stuff. But the kid did still get healed. The kid is still doing the same thing. After you have wasted your body, you sold your body. No, you didn't even sell it. You gave your body away for free. For free. All right? Now, the next issue is that I was watching a kind of a documentary on TV last night of some people who kidnap people and kill them. And then they actually pieces the body into pieces, and then they sell parts to people. And part of the people that bought those parts, they were pastors and prophets. Pastors and prophets. They were the ones that actually were buying these body parts from the guy. That one of them said, "A kiri tonimo, I need 10,000 naira." And he said, "Have you used it?" He said, "No, I'm not using it yet." One of them said, "Oh, they bought the head for them to do Oshole of 500 million naira for him." And the man asked, "Have you made the 500 million?" He said, "No, I've not even seen the money yet." And stuff. And this is what we see all the time. That people just fool you. They killed people. After killing the people, at the end of the day, you won't get the money. At the end of the day, your life is going to be messed up. Why go into it? And the guy asked him, "How many of these young ladies have you killed?" He said, "7 of them." "How do you get these women?" He said, "There's one app that they go there to order for prostitutes. And then when they order for prostitutes, they give them, what do you call it? I don't know, deposit. They give them deposits and stuff. And when they give them deposit of 6,000 naira, the prostitutes will come to wherever you are, and then they have sex with them, and then they balance up the rest of it because they charge 15,000. All right, prostitutes start 15,000, and then they give 6,000 first. The prostitute will show up, they do what they got to do, and then they pay the balance. So this time around, this guy will trick them that wants to sleep with them, give them the address of the Babalawo house, and that's where they're going to come and meet him. And then when they get there, they'll push them down. The wife of the Babalawo will hold the leg, the boy will hold the hand, and the killer will now turn their neck, and kill them. And then the woman will be the one to clean the blood, and then they take the body to the bathroom and pieces the body, and they put the head somewhere, they put the leg somewhere, they put the intestine somewhere, and they sell the vagina. The vagina is very expensive. They sell the breast is expensive. They sell the head, it's expensive. And the other part of it, they could sell for $10,000, 10,000, 2,000, 3,000, and people come in to buy. They buy the tutu, and they buy the big, and they buy all this kind of stuff, everything like that. And then pastors are going there to purchase this stuff. Prophets are going there to purchase this stuff, just to do ritual and do all kinds of stuff, just to come and fool you or to tie you down or magically just do one thing or the other and mess your life up. Why are you running around? Why are you going places? Because see, we all have problems and we are not going anywhere, and we are solving the problems of our life. It is not powers and principality. It is our stupidity that is putting us into this hell. Our stupidity putting us through this hell. It's time for us to wake up. Brethren, wake up. Wake up. So they went to the prophet, and the prophet then said, "Okay, I'm going to make you a soap, and this soap that I'm going to make for you, you're going to use it to wash your vagina before you sleep with your husband. By the time you sleep with your husband, there will be so much peace. It will be calm. It will be so calm, it will look like Didini. You look like Didini. You'll just be calm." Okay? So the woman was a little knowledgeable after collecting the soap. He went home, but she couldn't do it. Her conscience couldn't make her to do it because she was thinking, maybe if I do these things, maybe my husband will become didiri. I don't want a didiri man. Even though I'm looking for peace, but I don't want a didiri man. I want a man that will go to work, a man that will be in charge, a man that will love me, care for me, take me places. I don't want to actually have him looking like didiri or doyo and sitting down in the house just watching TV all day long. And because I want peace, and if I tell him to wash the dishes, he will do it. If I tell him to stand up, he will stand up. I don't want to do that. I want a real person that is actually being controlled by himself. And that was how the woman opened up and then told the husband, "I went to Prophet so and the prophet gave me this soap, and he told me if I wash my vagina with it and you sleep with me and there will be peace in the house. What do you think?" And that was how the man actually got so pissed off. And he called me. And then he shared the story with me. And you know what I said? And I'm going to say it again. And I'm going to say it to anybody who call me. I'm going to say this to them. At that point in time, you don't fight nobody. You don't fight nobody. Don't fight anybody. No, you don't. See, sometimes when we get angry like that, we want to go and then fight somebody, or probably expose somebody, or probably do one thing or the other, or whatsoever. You don't want to do that. Now you know the devil. You just flee. The Bible did say, fight that devil. You see, you flee. When you see the appearance of evil, you take off, you run. And when you run away, okay, then you go to the corner and then you start throwing grenade or prayer. That's why the Bible says our weapon of battle, they are not carnal, but they're spiritual. They're spiritual. You see, these guys that they arrested right now, they've been killing people. All right? Maybe one mama somewhere was praying somewhere, say, the kind of mistake you will make that will expose you, you will do it. You know, because the woman didn't want to expose herself to danger, because you go and fight these people, at the end of the day, they might do something to you. They might kill you. They know your house. Those people, they will send a killer to go kill you. Or they do one thing or the other to you and terminate your life. You don't want that. Now, you are being the one, you are the one that walked with your leg to them. They didn't invite you. You went there. All right? Now you want to go back and fight them. Those kind of people who do what they do, they know exactly how wicked they are. They know exactly what they could do to you just to keep you quiet. They know exactly what to do to you. I don't even know, probably the woman gave the name of the husband. Maybe she gave the name of the mother's husband. Maybe she gave the address of the husband's house or whatsoever. I said, listen, you don't want to go back to that place. You want to stay away from that place. You want to sit yourself down and then talk to your wife and warn your wife. And I said it. And I've said this many times and I'll keep on saying it until you guys will listen. And if you didn't listen, that's still fine. Don't marry a woman or a man that is addicted to prophets. Don't marry a woman that is always going to prophets. Don't marry a man that is always going to prophets. They will ruin your life. They will destroy your life. It's just going to be tomorrow. Might not be today. Might be tomorrow. And when it's going to happen, you yourself, you will see it with your kuro eyes. Any Christians that want to pray, let them pray by themselves. Let them pray by themselves. Let them pray by themselves. Pray by yourself. You don't want to go to a prophet giving you. Somebody saying this story sound unbelievable. Have you verified it? I don't know. You see, in my little year that I spent here, I've seen thousands of things that you don't even understand that you could ever believe you'll be able to see in your life. I want to let you know, You've never seen it, you can never see in your life. I'm telling you, I've seen it, I've heard it. If you be in my shoe, you won't be asking me that question, sir. If you're in my shoe, I've listened to a lot of things. These 2 days ago, I listened to one story. I sat down, I was shaking my head. I was shaking my head of what people go through in the hands of these so-called prophets and pastors. Shaking my head. And some of those pastors are leaving town and they're going to other places right now. They're moving away because now, Ashiriti too, they're not walking away. There's no peace for the wicked. And they're now going elsewhere, going to other places and stuff just to start their churches in another place. All right? So if it sounds to be unbelievable to you, this is a true life story that I'm telling you that I spoke with the people that actually this thing happened to. If you don't believe it, you don't have to believe it. You know? So I told the man, I said, you don't want to fight. Sit your wife down, advise your wife. And that's it. Just take away. You see, when you see a woman, you see woman just running after pastor, running after prophet, that person will destroy your life. Your life will be destroyed and damaged. Your life will be destroyed and damaged. Why are people still falling prey? They are, because they're stupid. Nigerians are stupid people. I'm sorry to say it. The people that are so smart in Nigeria, there are very, very few. Very few people are smart in Nigeria. You know, the ones that are smart, those are the ones that we see. And then we say, oh, this person is smart, that person is smart. 98% of Nigerians are dumb. I'm telling you, 98% of Nigerians are dumb. They argue things they're not supposed to argue. They see evidence like this, they will still be blocking the evidence. They will see a reason why they should leave a place. No, they will still be telling themselves, no, you are the devil, you are antichrist. And then you sit down there and you start shaking your head at why is it not given to them to understand and see what I'm seeing here? All right, what you're seeing doesn't matter to them. They just love the people. They just don't care about God. They just love pastors. They don't care about God. Whatever evil the pastor is doing, they don't care about it. Whatever evil the prophet is doing, they don't care about it. They just go. They're just so dumb, and they'll be done for the rest of your lives. They've done for the rest of their lives. I see women, a lot of women are so dumb. I'm sorry. I just feel like I should be truthful here. If you know how many women have been slept with, pastors have been sleeping with women ever since 2,000 years ago. Pastors sleeping with women like 2,000 years ago. And the same so-called women will still go to church on Sunday and be dancing and be shouting hallelujah. And those are the people that will say, hold on with somebody and still be firing prayer. And after that stuff, they will still go and sleep with pastor in his office. Do you know? Sometimes you don't even trust these married women. Married women do the crazy shit more than even the single ones. Even more than the single ones. You never know. They'll be looking for something that is not missing. They'll be jumping from one place to another place. A new church over there, they run there. A new church over there, they run there. And then they finish sleeping with them. They can't tell nobody. They will not be able to tell nobody. They will just keep quiet and be looking. When you're talking about this stuff, they will say, It is evidence that they passed through it. They have been validated many times. Many times they've gotten to that point of no return. Their secret is on the atmosphere. They are only afraid right now. They'll be sleeping all around. You see, women, I don't understand. They will sit in front of the pastor's office. They want to see the pastor after service. The man just preach a wonderful message that you're supposed to go home with. No, you will still sit down. I went to see pastor. I went to see very dumb people. Very dumb, foolish people. Very foolish and dumb. I don't understand. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. You see them talk to you like this. You think they're brilliant. They're not, though. You think they're smart when they talk to you. They are not. They are just telling you what they think they should tell you just to make themselves feel good. When you are not there, they go and queue. I want to see pastor. I want to see pastor. I want to see prophet. I want to see prophet. At the end of the day, they will join the crew of the prophet and they will start doing agent for the pastor or the prophet. They will be the one bringing their friends. There's one bad pastor, one bad prophet. Only no by get. Only no kubu no tan ti ri si e na kilo da. So ti lowo lowo ni. Wo talaka osi gbogbo no tan ri si e kilo da. All the revelation and vision they have been sharing with you. What has changed in your life? Are you a rich woman now? Is that not where you're supposed to go and sit down and say, where is the result? Where are the results? No result, no nothing. They're just sleeping with you and collecting your money. The little you have, they collect. The little you have, they collect. They're sleeping with you. They are ridiculing you in front of your children. And your husband is there working tirelessly just to provide for the family while you're actually taking all the vagina everywhere. And they're just having fun with you, feasting on your own vagina everywhere. What a ridiculous life. All in the name of you want to worship. Which God are you worshiping? I know. They don't have nothing to show for it. They just see revelation. One of them called me the other day. Hey, she said I can't. She said I can't. No, I can't send. Ledger Nico send. Ledger Nico. But send I can't ledger. Nico send. This I see. I mean, not be seeing you on social media seeing revelation of people. God didn't show you the revelation of where money is. God didn't show you revelation where money is. Let's go and pray some more. Let God show you where money is. Nonsense and ingredient. You're telling me, tó bá tún pé telephone mi máa ṣépè fún ilé ayé wa wo gbó lọ́dà. Tó bá tún pé telephone mi máa ṣépè fún ilé ayé wa wo gbó sọnù. Wọ́n máa rìn lọ́ba ìwò ní padà mọ́. What nonsense? What a ridiculous life is that? And those are the people that you guys are following. Those are the guys you go to their churches. And it's so ridiculous that I just look at it and say, when will these people be smart? When will these people wake up? But you see, the Holy Spirit actually shared with me, birds of the same feather flock together. They are just like their father. They are like their pastors. That's what they do too. That's exactly what they do. That's what they do. They are just exactly like their prophet. They are just exactly like their pastors. That's what they do. Only she know, only no big. A lot of all those women. Only she know, only no big. They wear sutana. Only walk pata. Only walk pata lo church. Only walk brown. Kogo this. Our costume jewelry. $5. $5 no costume jewelry. Our costume. Our malo do the church. Malo do the mama eat this. Everybody. Only she knows. Only no be obìnrin. I want you to be sick with obìnrin. Nothing. You see, sometimes when I see this kind of person and I see boys trying to marry them, I tell those boys, I say, hey, this is not red flag. This is not red flag. This is death flag. The death flag, lele ma marry. Oh, le marry ele. Sakile so sa. Iko tu mo so fun yen. Oh, le marry ele ise. tó bá má rí eléyìí wàhálà máa dé o lè má rí ẹ mi ò lè gbàdúrà o mi ò màdúrà gbà mọ́ ìwà yóò o lè má rí ẹ o lè má rí ẹ wọn á gbé kọ̀sùn mi $5 ọrùn wọn máa ṣàkóso wọn lẹ mékọ̀pù ránù mékọ̀pù ránù àdá wọn lẹ mójú wọn wọnú mọ́tò wọn máa ṣe fídíò aládé ògo aṣẹ́wó ṣàjẹ́wó rádàdà ọ̀dẹ̀ dídí òṣì jákujáku aṣẹ́wó onínàbì. When we now see them wọn máa sùn káàkiri àdúgbò wọn máa kọ lẹ́tà tọkùnrin kiri they will be writing letter to men and be chatting with men all around the place. They will ridicule their husband. The husband that is working they ridicule their husband. And then they come to my network. They come here to this network looking for someone to support them. I'm not going to support you. I won't support you. Ma láre ma mọ orí ẹ ma fọ́ gbogbo etí ẹ dànù. Onínà bí obìnrin òsì yamayama. Ó tẹ̀ fẹ́ ra góòdì kò lè ra góòdì gidi olówó ọ̀dẹ̀. You no get money. Ó lọ ra costume jewelry $5 tó ń tà lábẹ́ igi. Wọ́n ta costume jewelry tó ń tà lábẹ́ igi mẹ́. Àwọn Spanish àkókò costume jewelry sábẹ́ wọn ni hey you buy this. Wọ́n lọ ra costume jewelry $5. Wọ́n á gbé sọ́run yamayama wọ́n wọnú mọ́tò wọn máa jó wọ́n gbé fìlà sórí. Wọ́n gbé fìlà sórí bí àwọn Farisí àti Sadusí. Wọ́n máa rò pé àwọn fáìn orí dọ̀tí. Ẹni tá a mọ̀ we know you. You think we don't know you? You think we don't know you? O lè fẹ́ bro ọ̀gá o lè fẹ́ o kàn fáìn ni o yọ̀dí sẹ́yìn ni wọ́n ti lò tán o bọ́dì lórí kò sẹ́ńjìn o ẹ́ńjìn ti tán finally o kò sẹ́ńjìn kankan rárá ọjọ́ márìjì ẹ̀ báyìí àwọn máa wà ń bẹ̀ wọ́n máa fi ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ ni wọ́n bẹ̀ wọ́n náà àjẹkù èèbó ló gbé àjẹkù gbàjẹkù sílé gbàjẹkù sì sílé jàpàjàpà òsì telling you ọ̀sẹ̀ yamayama ara nù ní dọ̀tí rádàrádà. I get so angry when I see those kind of women. I get so angry when I see those kind of women. Wọ́n ní dọ̀tí òsì ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ náà máa wá káàkiri inú tí ń bí mi ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ náà máa rèdí sí káàkiri àdúgbò. Ṣé fẹ́ fọwọ́ kàn ní fẹ́ fọwọ́ kàn náà ìwọ ló ní nǹkan ẹ̀ pẹ́ẹ́tì kí ìyàwó ẹ̀ gbọ́ ọ̀rẹ́ ẹnu ẹ̀ bí ẹnu pẹ́pẹ́yẹ ó ṣe ẹnu yamayama bí ẹnu pẹ́pẹ́yẹ pẹ́ẹ́tì kí yẹn gan gbàtẹ́ ìwọ́kọ̀ tẹ́ ẹ̀ rí wọ́n ti já mọ́lẹ̀ ọ̀sẹ̀ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ lẹ̀ wá káàkiri dàbí mo ṣe da òṣì ẹ báyà láyé jẹ́ kókó gbọ́wọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ mbẹ́ kó gbójú ẹ̀kọ́ nínú ọkọ̀ ọlọ́kọ̀ brọ́dà ẹ̀ fáìn kí ló kéré bẹ́ẹ̀ kó fáìn lọ wá ti tiẹ̀ síwájú ìgbà tó ti gba ayé jẹ́ tán ó ba ayé jẹ́ ó bọ̀rù jẹ́ ó wá wọ ẹni tó fẹ́ gbé tó fẹ́ ṣe owó ẹni ẹlẹ́ni tó fẹ́ ba fámìlì ẹ̀ jẹ́ all in the name of prophet ni wọn prophet ìranù wo ni ẹ ìwọ tó ń lọ sọ́run àpáàdì ọmọ èṣù jákujáku ọmọ èṣù òsì jókòó síbẹ̀ ó ṣẹnu yamayama síbẹ̀ ibi tí wọ́n ti gbìn náà fẹ́ máa kórè wọ́n ní gbé wọn fẹ́ máa kórè wọn they are looking for a man to blackmail when the man now finish sleeping with them now they will now start showing picture they will say I'll call your wife ọ̀dẹ̀ you see a lot of men gan ọ̀dẹ̀ lẹ́yìn ọkùnrin gan ọ̀dẹ̀ a lot of men are so dense when a woman is making things easy for you you sleep with her you don't understand that she wants to blackmail you she will collect all your money orí ẹ̀ máa pé Démiládé má bínú sí mi jàre wọn á ṣépè fáwọn wèrè lẹ́nu you know I'm telling you see all of this stuff we wouldn't have all these problems we're having today if people could actually be well live a decent life man how difficult is it for somebody to live a decent life let's go to live a decent life. Not coming around just be destroy the whole way everywhere. Do you know sometimes when I see videos of people from Sele, wọ́n máa kò dín sí olùṣọ́ lẹ́yìn wọ́n máa jù ní sẹ́yìn wọ́n jù sí olùṣọ́ wa kọ́ ọ́ bá pa ó wá fọwọ́ sáàrin méjì oṣòkòtò ẹ̀ bá gbé ó wá ra obìnrin tó ń jù dí síwájú olùṣọ́ jìdí iwájú olùṣọ́ nígbà olùṣọ́ ò ní rí revelation tó fi máa mú yín mọ́lẹ̀. Ọ̀rá dáadáa òṣì ní dọ̀tí ìranù àwọn alákòóbá òṣì àwọn tí these are the kind of people that bring disgrace to Christianity. I don't categorize them as Christians anyway. The stupidity of the highest order. Is it not time for us to go and think? You're going to a place where they're giving you soap to go and wash your vagina to sleep with your husband. Who does that? Have you seen Jesus did that? When you are reading Bible, what's up? Nígbà náà ni Jésù wá rí obìnrin onísun ẹ̀jẹ̀ yìí. Jésù wá sọ fún obìnrin náà pé gbé vagina ẹ̀ wá síbí. Ó yá gba ọṣẹ yìí kó fi fọ vagina ẹ̀ dáadáa. Kó wà lọ́wọ́ ọkùnrin kan kó sínú ọmọ ilé ayé ẹ̀ jẹ́kẹ̀jẹ̀kẹ̀ rákàràkà kó máa pariwo kill me, kill me, kill me. Nígbà náà ni ìsun ẹ̀jẹ̀ náà yóò lọ. Orí Jésù orígbà tó ń preach. Nígbà tó ń preach fún ẹni Baptist. When they are preaching to you in Baptist and in Catholic, but don't preach fún ẹni Catholic àti Baptist. Ṣé wọ́n sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé Jésù sọ bẹ́ẹ̀? Ṣé wọ́n sọ pé Jésù sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún ẹnìkan? He didn't say that. The stupid man is not telling you right now to do it, and you didn't remember pé obìnrin onísun ẹ̀jẹ̀ wọn ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ fún now. Wọ́n ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ fún now. Mother-in-law of Peter. Oh, Jesus didn't do it like that now. You know what I'm telling you. I sit down here, I just look at it, I don't understand. Just don't understand. Look about me, talk about. We destroy everything. Already, we destroy everything. What nonsense. What nonsense. Let me leave you guys. You don't be me. You don't be more than lolly. I have a session. I have a session I have to take. Let me leave you guys alone, Joe. Let me leave you guys alone. Go. Before I finish now. Yeah, let me just go. Let me go. I'll see you guys later down the road. You don't be me. You don't matter to me by my song against song. I don't want to sing continue against song. So Debbie, good morning, Jerry. How are you? From Canada. Money Debbie, Debbie is a good person from Canada. Canada lo mo yen gbe now. Mo yen gbe Canada. O ko won send owó ti ẹ ni. Àwọn ra Canada ya won bàjẹ́. Debbie o moju ko ma sọ good morning Dr. Shola. Good morning Dr. Shola. Good morning yẹn o ti ṣe mojo. Good morning yẹn o ti ṣe. Owó ló máa ṣiṣẹ́. All right, everybody, thank you very much. Thank you very much for actually showing up today. I really appreciate you guys. Please. Yeah, I have to go and do counseling. I'm going counseling now. Anything she counseling sets of anything. Any yet down. Ìbínú tí mo fi gbé kòrò iṣu ìmọ̀ lọ gbé sódò ẹni ẹ̀ tẹ́ni bá sọ yàmà pẹ́rẹ́ máa dàbò yànnà ni. Maybe I should go and drink water a little bit. Let me drink water and just take my time before I jump on counseling session because that person go regret. Wá lọ sọ yàmà pẹ́rẹ́. Àwọn ẹ̀mí tó ń gbé inú mi ń sìn ìkọ̀wọ́ kọjá àwọn tó ń gbé inú ayé. Àwọn ẹ̀mí tó wà nínú mi ń sìn the kind of ẹ̀mí that is inside of me right now ó kọjá àwọn ẹ̀mí tó wà nínú ayé. Ẹ̀mí dáàbò ló wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀mí dáàbò ẹ̀mí gba yàmà ẹ̀mí gba gbàgbọ́sẹ̀ ẹ̀mí ló wà nínú mi ń sìn mú ìwà àwọn let me go and drink water. I have to go and drink water first and go and rest. I'll rest a little bit before I jump on the counseling. They're calling me already. All right. So I got to go. It's 12. The time has gone. I'm supposed to be in the counseling session for 12 and I'm still here talking. All right. I'll see you guys later by the grace of God. The only thing that, Demilade, if you don't want me to be angry, better send me money right now. Send me money. You have my Zelle information. Send money to me. When I see money, I'll be good. I'll be good. All right, everybody. God bless you. Love you guys also. Yeah. I'll see you guys later tomorrow by the grace of God. All right. Please stop going to where you're not wanted. And God bless you. Peace out.